The authenticity we stole from our children and how 5-year-olds can teach us to give it back. You ever look at a group of 5-year-olds and think, wow, they're so free. They say what they feel. They dance when there's no music. They ask questions we adults are too scared to ask. And then I look at my children or my students as they grow up, and I wonder, where be that little girl? Somewhere between be yourself and don't embarrass me, we taught them to filter instead of feel, to perform instead of be. We didn't mean to do it. We just wanted them to fit in, to be safe, to succeed. But in the process, we might have stolen a little of their authenticity. As a teacher, I see it every day. 5-year-olds don't fake it. If they're sad, they'll cry. If they're proud, they might announce it to the whole world. If they don't understand, they ask, why? Again and again and again. And then I see my adult children, my older students. They'll learn to hide. They smile when they're breaking inside. They agree just to avoid conflict. They measure every word, afraid of being canceled, misunderstood, or judged. So let me ask you, when did your child stop being bold? When did they stop singing out loud in the car? When did they stop telling you everything they felt? And deeper still, when did you stop giving them permission to be that real? I've noticed it usually starts small. We correct them too quickly. We laugh when they share a silly dream. We tell them, don't cry, be strong. We say, don't get back. They are really just trying to express a thought. And little by little, they learn. Those who like that version of me, Dad gets upset when I speak up. Be real doesn't feel safe. And that's how authenticity dies. Not in one moment, but in 1,000 tiny silences. But here's the good news. Children, even grown ones, never lose their true self completely. It just hides under years of conditioning, waiting for safety to call it out again. So, what if we became that safe place again? What if, instead of correcting, we started curiously asking your adult child, hey, what did you used to love doing as a child? What did you miss about who you used to be? When did you feel most like yourself now? Ask those and then really listen without rushing to fix or defend. And if they say something that shocks you, like, Mom, I don't believe what you believe anymore. Take a breath there. Breathe. Look at them with love and faith. That's okay, mijo. I will still believe in you, because that's what gives authenticity permission to breathe again. You see, authenticity isn't rebellion. It's part of the image of God. We created each of us with unique voices, emotions, and stories. When we silence that in our children, we are not protecting them. We are muting a part of God's reflection in them. So restoring authenticity isn't just good parenting. It's spiritual work. It's saying, I love who God made you to be, even as you are still discovering it. Sometimes I sit with my students or my kids that used to show me everything. Their drawings, their thoughts, their little words. And now they share less. And then I ask myself, did I create an atmosphere where truth felt safe? That pressure hurts, but it also heals, because it reminds me I can still change the atmosphere now, or let's rebuild authenticity one moment at a time. Next time your adult child opens up, don't correct, connect, don't rush to defend. Ask to understand. Say things like, tell me more about that. That's interesting. How can you come to that conclusion? I might not agree, but I really want to know how you see it. Those small things open doors that have been locked for years. Let's give our children back the freedom to be real, even when they're real makes us uncomfortable. Because truth without love pushes people away, but love with truth draws them home. And jealous maybe, when they see us being humble, curious, and real, they'll remember the courage they had when they were 5. And that's when healing begins. Our children don't need us to be perfect. They need us to be real. Because real love makes space for real people.